Today we're taking a look at the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4 Houston. What's up guys, BJ Kicks here. Welcome back to my channel, Kicks on Kicks, where I review sneakers. Now, today we're taking a look at a sort of instant classic. This shoe's been out for a minute, but I finally got my hands on it, and so we're going to talk about it. This is the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4. This was the first Travis Scott Jordan 4. We've gotten them in a couple of colorways now, but this is the OG, and this is just called the Houston. Now, this is done in an all, well, we'll talk about the shoe in a little bit. So I'm going to give you a detailed look at the shoe, a look at the packaging, and we'll talk about some legit checking indicators that you can look out for. Now, before we do, I got to give a huge shout out to the seller that sent these over. The information is in the description down below, and you can get connected. Now that we've done all that, let's talk about the sneaker. My bad. I'm looking at this outsole like, wait, does this glow in the dark? But anyway, taking a look at this shoe and what inspired it. Obviously, Travis Scott, huge artist, and he's from Houston, Texas. And this is a shoe inspired by Houston, Texas, specifically the Houston Oilers football team. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember the throwback jersey era, but when I was in middle school, throwback jerseys were all the rage. And one of the more popular throwback jerseys was the Warren Moon Houston Oilers jersey, done like this sort of Carolina blue and red and like this shimmering white, like all of that, all those colors and flavors were on that jersey. And this is like the perfect complement to that jersey. This shoe is. So let's take a look at it starting from the outsole. This is your standard Air Jordan 4 outsole with your black rubber and this sort of translucent rubber accents. Like this is translucent and it looks like it may glow in the dark. I'm not sure, but if it does, I'll put that up on the screen so you can see it. You also got this nice like varsity red Jumpman hit right here. Moving on up to the midsoles, of course, your black rubber extends out to the toe and this little mid panel here, but it's broken up by a nice white pod at the forefoot. And then toward your heel area, you've got this university blue, this Carolina blue, once again, basically wrapping all the way around the midsole. Your air unit on your heel, you can see the air unit, and it is actually a nice dark cherry red as well. And that's the midsole. Now we can move on up to the star of the show, the uppers. Now, you might notice this big, huge nubuck hang tag. This is basically what the shoe is made of as well. We'll talk about it in a second. As a matter of fact, let's look at the other shoe to look at the uppers. Now, this upper is a really nice Carolina blue or university blue nubuck. And you've got some pretty nice movement on it. Nice premium looking and feeling nubuck. Love that. Now, moving on, of course, the Jordan 4 is, of course, the upper, but then you've also got this caging. That's the more prominent feature. So we got black cages with a university blue sort of underlay there. And then, of course, the other big feature is the Jordan 4 wings. This time, you got a spackle print on the Jordan 4 wings, so they're like Carolina blue spackles on that black paint. Really nice. Love that. These shoelaces, you got like a wax flat black shoelace. If you move up the tongue, you've got that same sort of Carolina blue Air Jordan flight tag, but this flight tag is even done made out of like a thick cut of nubuck. Really, really nice with that silver Jumpman logo right there. I love that touch. Your sock liner. You got a red sock liner here. Let's take this shoe out, or this little collar tree out. Behind your tongue, you've got your upside down Air Jordan on your right shoe. But on the left shoe, you've actually got Travis Scott's name upside down. Very cool. And then, like I said, you got the red sock liner, and you've got a sort of a fully red insole. On one insole, you got the white Jumpman logo. On the other, you got the black Cactus Jack logo. Now, let's move up to the back of these shoes to highlight one feature that I didn't talk about, and that is the heel tab branding. So on your right shoe, it's your standard Jordan 4 branding. You got a nice varsity red Jumpman there with the blue spackled paint on the black, just like you got on the wings. But on the left shoe, you get the now infamous Cactus Jack sort of cross branding. And honestly, I like it. I like it. I think the Jumpman just looks more iconic back here and takes up more real estate, so I like it better. But that Cactus Jack looks pretty cool too. So other than that, I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about. That's the whole shoe. So let's take a look at the packaging real quick. All right, so this shoe actually came in your standard Air Jordan 4 box. Got your huge red Jumpman with the white Flight logo down there. Jordan Air on the corners or sides of the box. This is the Air Jordan 4 Retro in University Blue and Black. Retail price on these was $225 when they dropped. I want to say these dropped in like 2019. These have been out for a minute. Inside, nothing special, just your trash bag shoe paper. And that's it. So we looked at the shoe, looked at the packaging. Now let's talk about some legit checking indicators so that you can make sure you don't get got. Now, honestly, this is like a 4-year-old shoe. So as far as the replication, when these people go out to make copies of this shoe, like they know what they're doing and there's not going to be a whole lot of flaws you can look for. Typically, you could throw a pair of these under a black light and sometimes you'll see glue stains. Sometimes you'll see like pen marks. I got to be honest with you. On these, I don't see a whole lot of that. There's a little bit of a glue stain between this midsole and the upper. But honestly, man, like I'm not seeing a whole lot. So I wouldn't trust these unless you see them side by side with an authentic product and you can really nitpick at those differences. But just to the naked eye and even under a black light test, these check out. These are a very, very high quality pair. And what's crazy is I know these are a replica, but most other people wouldn't be able to tell just looking at them. So careful out there. So that was your detailed look at the shoe. Once again, big thanks to the seller for sending these over. These arrived really quickly. All their information in the description down below. I'll see you guys in another video soon. If you want to get more detailed close-up shots of this shoe, if you want to see them on feet, make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's where that'll be. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.